let's move ahead and study the test of partnership. What is the true test of partnership? How do we know that this form of organization is a partnership firm? It is not a company, it is not a sole proprietorship, it is not an HUF, it is not a cooperative society or a club or co-ownership or a joint venture, but it is a partnership. How do we know? So now this topic will give us the answer. Test of partnership. Prima facie evidence sharing of profit. Does it, doesn't it come to your mind whenever you hear about partnership, profit sharing? The first thing that comes to our mind is profit sharing. Whenever we hear the word, partnership, there's a partnership between these two people, the first thing that occurs in our mind is the sharing of profits. That is, these both must be sharing profit. Whatever the ratio be, maybe it may be equal, it may be 2:1, 3:1, 2:3, whatever be the ratio. But the first thing that occurs in our mind is that there must be sharing of profits between the partners. So when we know that there is sharing of profit, it conversely tells us that there is a partnership. When we hear partnership, the first thing that comes in our mind is sharing of profit. Now conversely, when we know that these two persons are sharing the profit, so now the conclusion that we can draw is, since these two are sharing the profits, that means they are into the partnership. They are in a partnership business because they are sharing profits. So this is the conclusion we draw. So what is the prima facie evidence? Prima facie means at the first instance or look. So when you first judge, how do you judge that there is partnership? By profit sharing. But this is the prima facie evidence. This is the prima facie, it's A. Prima facie evidence. That means conclusion, evidence at the first look, at the first instance. But this is not a conclusive evidence. This is not a conclusive evidence. So what is the conclusive evidence? What is that factor that tells us that this is the partnership? Because profit sharing is also in a company. Let's say there are 20 owners in a company, 20 shareholders, or let's say there are 50 shareholders in a company. Everybody will get dividend. So all the owners, the shareholders are sharing the profit. So this feature is present in other forms of organizations also. In HUF also, all the members get the profit. So again, there is a distribution of profit there, sharing of profit there. So this feature is relevant for other organizations also. So how do we know if it is a partnership or no? Is profit sharing the prima facie evidence here? No, because other forms of organization also have this feature. Same is the case with co-ownership. Same is the case with any other organization which has more than one owner. Obviously, sole proprietor will not share the profits because he is the sole proprietor, he is the only owner. So he takes all the profits. Apart from sole proprietorship, all the other forms of organization which do business, which earn profit and have more than one owner, So it is logical that all the owners will share the profits. So does that mean, a company which distributes dividend amongst its shareholders is a partnership firm? No, it is not a partnership firm. Just because it is distributing profits, the owners are sharing the profit. Does that mean the members of HUF are partners just because they share profits? No, it does not make a HUF a partnership firm. So, what is that feature of partnership that defines it? What is that distinctive feature which is not present in any other form of organization? No other form of organization has this feature. So now let us study the features. Let us go back to feature. We said for partnership firm, the important features are 2%. Partnership has at least 2%. Company also has at least 2%. HUF also has at least 2%. Co-ownership also, joint venture also has at least 2%. So all these, forms of organization has 2%. Then we said agreement. Agreement is necessary. There is agreement of shareholders. They agree with all the terms and conditions of the company. There is an agreement amongst themselves, which is called as memorandum. Same is the case with HUF. The members and the Karta agree to form the HUF. They agree to be the members. They agree to share the profits. So there is an agreement. So agreement is also prevalent in all other forms. Then we saw the other feature is business. A sole proprietor does business. Partnership does business. A company does business. HUF does business. So, other forms of organization also do business. So it is not, distinctive of partnership to do business. It is not a distinctive feature of partnership only. The next was sharing of profit. I just said that other organizations, other forms of organization also shares profit. So what is that feature of partnership that is distinctive only to it, which is only in a partnership firm? We are looking after that. We are searching for that feature which is not present in any other form, and with the help of which we can say yes, this feature is present, so this is a partnership firm. Which is that feature? That feature is mutual agency. This feature is not present in any other form of organization. Now, what does mutual agency say? Mutual agency says that a partner is an agent of all the other partners. At the same time, he is a principal also of all the other partners. So he is an agent as well as a principal of other partners. That means there is a mutual agency between them. If I take two partners, the first one is the agent of other, the second one is the agent of first. So there is a mutual agency. And because of this mutual agency, a partner can bind all of the partners. He can bind the firm together. All the partners will be liable by the acts done by this partner. So he can bind the firm with his actions, with his acts. This is not present in any other form of organization. A company does not have any acts by shareholder, does not bind the company. Any acts by a shareholder does not bind the other shareholders. Any act by a member does not bind the member, the other members of HUF, because they are not the agents of each other. There is no mutual agency. Any act done by one of the co-owners, one of the members of joint venture does not bind the other, does not bind the organization. This is relevant only for a partnership. And we can say that if there is mutual agency between these persons, that means they are into a partnership for sure. Then you can be 100% sure that this is a partnership. But we cannot say this when it comes to profit sharing, because profit sharing is present in many organizations, many forms of organization, but mutual agency is only in partnership. So this is the reason why we say partnership is conclusively established when there is mutual agency. Mutual agency is the conclusive evidence. Sharing of profit is the prima facie evidence. It is the apparent, superficial evidence. Evidence at the first look. But the actual evidence is mutual agency. It is the true test of partnership. It is the acid test of partnership. Okay. Now let's see a couple of questions on mutual agency. What is the true test of partnership? A. Profit sharing. B. Mutual agreement. Mutual agency. C. Agreement. D. All of these. What is the true test of partnership? It is mutual agency. Okay. Next. Sharing of profit is dash evidence of existence of partnership. A. Conclusive. B. Not a conclusive. C. Confirmative or confirmation. D. Collaborative. Which kind of evidence is this? It is not a conclusive evidence. Conclusive evidence is mutual agency. Sharing of profits is not a conclusive evidence. Okay.